Hi everyone, my name is Max and welcome to my last 1000 days. Today I'm reviewing Lady Gaga's newest album, Chromatica. So let's dive into it. So I have already listened to the album yesterday and I gave it 3 listens, all of which you're gonna be seeing in a moment with my comments to every single song. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you my opinion on the album as a whole today without the extra emotions and being overwhelmed as it could be yesterday. And of course, the big question is it Gaga's best album? Or is it my favorite, my new favorite? Let's go to the songs. Looking at the album cover, I must say I don't understand anything, but everything looks like it's future. We are in future, she is in future, and the future doesn't seem so bright. It's kind of dark, looking like Scarlett Johansson is still in Japan. And I guess she, with her pink hair, going to introduce light and fun to this dark, cold, dangerous looking time. So seamlessly to the next song. Oh, yeah, it does. It's nice, it's going really nice. Behind the simple lyrics of the hook, we have a song about finding ourselves in the chaos of the world, and I guess topic is really something that could touch lots of us today, because especially now the world is crazy, it's changing every day. Everyone sometimes gets lost. They're looking for a better place. All of us are looking for some place, all of us just looking for home. Which Easy Meaning, great song. It sounds like a banger, and it is a banger. It slaps, it makes me feel good. You can dance to it, you will dance to it. It's a great song. So Stupid Love. I had heard the song once. Apple made me watch the video, and in fact I did not like the song back then, and I did not like the video, and as a matter of fact I didn't even finish that video. I was just off and I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna skip that one. Lyrically, I don't think this song is strong or interesting, but now within the concept of the album, I must say this song sounds a whole lot better, and it kind of makes much more musical sense, so that it even becomes enjoyable, although it's just a stupid song about stupid love. Rain on Me to me is like Stupid Love Volume 2, or Stupid Love version 2, or Stupid Love twice as much, because there's also Grande on this album, on this record, on this song. Whatever. Why is she here? I'm not sure. What is the song about? I'm not sure. Just like Stupid Love, the song starts sounding kind of fun after you listen to it a few times, and maybe lots of you will catch yourself actually having a lot of fun dancing to it.
Rain on me, tsunami.
Whew, I'm wet. Do you know these mornings when you wake up and you feel like a plastic bag? These mornings, you have to have this song, and it gives you everything. It gets you moving, it gets you dancing, it gets you active, and most importantly, it gets your mind right. And I really like how the meaning of the song and the purpose and the feeling of this song, the effect of it, all match up all together really well. And yeah, it's a great one.
Feeling something that I can't explain. Think it's a wound I can't see straight. I can't see me. There's too much hurt caught in between. This moment hijacks my plans. Feeling with you. Maybe it's time for us to say goodbye, 'cause I'm not having fun tonight.
Very sensible, and I'd even say heavy lyrics. Just reading the poetry made me go back to those feelings when I was really sad and heartbroken. But the feeling of the song is just quite the opposite of that. And while this works for a lot of songs on this record, I don't know what, but something just didn't make me connect to it and didn't make me enjoy it just as much. Maybe I don't like how I'm Not Having Fun Tonight sounds within this song that sounds everything like fun.
I'm not having fun tonight. Turning off emotional faders, keep repeating self-fading razors. I just wish I laughed and kept a good friendship. Plus I feel like can't see me cry, can't see me cry. This is the end.
Call the police on me, call the police for me. I am in danger, I am the danger. Melancholic and even a little scary lyrics found their way to this upbeat, quite a dance thing, cyberpunk motive. And here again, you have that contrast between what you hear as words and what you're moved by as the groove. And I guess it works well and works right in this song because it sounds really good and I love it. It sounds really nice, especially with that contrasting high-pitched pre-chorus. Love that. As I Get It is another one about digging yourself and trying to understand whether or not you need somebody, whether or not you are lonely. Because sometimes everybody feels so lonely and it's been forever since you felt good with someone, and sometimes you don't even know what you need. It feels like you just need somebody to feel good with. But then you don't want to have fun with someone just because. Lots of them are bad people. Lots of them are not real boys. They only need toys to have fun with, and you are not that. But also, you're alone and miserable. You want to have fun, but you don't want to have fun with those. But you do. But you don't. But you do. So you don't know what to do, and I don't know what to do. Nobody does. Everybody's confused.
America, explain!
Let's just dance and have fun. So obviously that's a very sweet, sugar pop, sugar, sweet, pop, gum, whatever thing. It's a song that probably most of people who love pop music are going to love, and it's very difficult to resist. It's got this soft, nice beat, and you don't even need to do anything. You just like the song instantly. So sour candy, take a bite, bye. Sour candy.
Open-minded, I'm so blinded, mystery man. Is what I'm seeing real, or is it just a spell? We could be lovers, even just tonight. We could be anything you want daylight. We could break all of us stigma. I'll be your
And this was the biggest surprise so far in the list of the album. It just kind of goes where it needs to go. And sometimes when you listen to music, you can kind of predict where it goes and what's the next chord is gonna be, what's the next line is gonna sound like. And in most of the cases, you don't want that. But here, I don't even know what, but I was listening to the song for the first time, and I was just getting smiley and smilier and smilier because this song just made me happy. It gave me all I wanted from it. It developed in the most perfect way, and then the big hook, the big voice, everything just sounded right, and it was a massive song, and it's a massive hit, and it's a great thing. I'm very happy on this album.
I'm completely numb. Why you acting dumb? The monster inside you is torturing me. The stars on my mind are on replay, replay.
Another sad song by The Context, but just a banger, a huge banging piece of music that just slaps you on the head, and I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy this dance record and do just that, dance and have fun. Orchestration is not a common thing you see on EDM records like this, and here I don't think Gaga added them just to surprise us. These interludes bring a whole lot of theatrical mood and theatrical atmosphere, I believe, to the sound of the album, and theater is, as we know, what Gaga loves, and I must say I do love it as well. Do they sound good? They do. Do they sound interesting within the concept of the album? Absolutely. Do I complain they are there? No. Do I love hearing them in between songs? Yeah. I don't skip them. They're actually really nice, and I love the way they are blend with the other songs. That creates interesting contrast, and there's something really enjoyable about them. Listening to it for the first time, for the second time, for the third time, for the extra times, it reminds me of some particular song that was around in the 2000s, probably somewhere in the mid of 2000s, and I can't remember, but it feels like it sounds like one particular song, and then the ending, which is quite epic and unexpected, adds to it. Nice word choice and wordplay of sign and sign, and just overall I like the meaning of the song and where it goes. It's an interesting one. I'm not sure everybody's gonna like it, but I think some are gonna be like meh, but the other ones are gonna be like wow, that's the song. Very cute song, put in this active, soft, rounded disco beat. You're gonna like it, you're gonna like it, you will like it, probably. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's that big of a song. The biggest song probably on the album, It's even bigger than Enigma. It sounds great. It makes you feel so great. It makes you feel happy. And it's got this atmosphere of celebration. Like celebration of life, celebration of love, celebration of music, of what you do, what you love, and what you're inspired by. Very enjoyable. I actually love every part of it. I think it's a huge bop.
Battle for your life, Babylon.
I am only fine for two words.
I was actually surprised to know that Love Me Right is not in the main part of the album, but it's in deluxe, because it kind of has the vibe of Gypsy, the song that was almost the last song on Art Pop, and the song that was the last song on the tour. And it's got this light, kind of bright and reassuring feeling to it, so that you feel good listening to such songs. The meaning of it is, of course, something to really think about, and I guess you could, reconsider some things, but it sounds really good, and I think a lot of people are going to love that delicious beat. So that was a journey, and of course you have probably figured that I actually really like Chromatica. It's a great fun party album with lots of bangers to dance to. Also a big thing that I appreciate when album is an album and not just a few hot singles with a bunch of fillers. And Chromatica to me definitely is an album, but is it perfect? No. It's got nice joyful sound with mellow nostalgic flavor, and we all love to be reminded of good old days, and sometimes even if the good old 90s were, well, before us. But I usually don't complain about Gaga's poetry. She loves wordplay. We love her wordplay too, like Manicure and Manicure, or Babylon and Babylon like in this one, and those things are usually interesting and exciting. Her lines can go really deep, but at times they are also very simple, and sometimes they can go even beyond that to some kind of naive and straightforward phrasing amplified by these cheesy rhymes. And there's plenty of these on Chromatica. Of course you could say it's not about the rhymes and it ain't even about the lyrics, especially when we're on about a dance record like this one. I know. In fact, this isn't really the biggest thing keeping me from loving the album with all of my heart and giving it 10 out of 10. I love that this record gave me the sense of surprise. I actually was surprised to hear what I heard in it, and that's amazing. But for some reason, I wasn't really expecting anything from this album, and honestly, I wasn't even waiting for it too much. And my skepsis increased when I heard Stupid Love for the first time. So if I was actually anticipating this album, I'm not sure I would be as excited about it. I'd love to get a little more of surprise and a little more of what the hell, slightly wider horizons and slightly higher altitudes, like it was with Art Pop. Because when that came out, I don't know, it was a mind break, and it definitely took me some time to understand it, but when I did, I know music isn't there for surprising us, it's for making us happy, and Chromatica definitely gave me some of that. But it feels like there could be a little more range, more of roller coaster that would actually knock me out of the park and knock me out of the earth. And while listening to it, honestly, I felt like we could go there. But then it just didn't happen. I started feeling like we were taking off, and then we didn't reach the space, and that's why, in my opinion, it is not the best Gaga album. However, I can easily envision a lot of people getting to this space with it and having it as a favorite record, and maybe it will be yours too. It's a great one, I definitely recommend it, but don't rush it and give it some time. And to me, it's probably second after art pop. And if I had to put a number, it would probably be 8? That's how I felt about Chromatica. Tell me how you felt, what you agree with, what you disagree with. Tell me if I'm wrong. And thank you all for watching. See ya. Bye. Babylon and her lies. Shit! Okay. Horizons and slightly higher altitudes, of course. Get off. Again.